Morning, Facebookers. Sunday morning, Mother's Day. Sadly, John and I lost our mum about 4 years ago, so I'm down at the crematorium just to bring a couple of flowers and stuff. This is my first live video since the outbreak of the COVID-19 virus. I can't believe the world has changed so dramatically in just a few short days for us, certainly in this country. We're being advised to stay at home, self-isolation, and all that kind of thing. I think it's very sensible. We need to pay attention to what the government is telling us. Sadly, some people aren't. Although I'm self-employed, so my photography work, I'm doing nothing at the moment. My regular weekly job, we're not going to do at the moment because I can't really be going to people's houses. I'm in the at-risk category because I'm type 2 diabetic, so I'm supposed to be keeping away from people. My other job, I own a small building company, so and my son works with me, so we're trying to carry on. We're working in an empty house, so we find ourselves that we're okay to carry on at the moment. For how long that might be, I'm not sure. But yes, a very strange world we find ourselves in at the moment. I don't know what else to say about it, really. Kind of scary for most people. Anyway, I thought I'd come out early this morning. I needed fuel for the car, so I went to the petrol station. There's no one around. I think I saw one person at the petrol station. I took precautions, so I used their plastic gloves. I paid by card at the pump. So I think you just need to try and protect yourselves as much as you can. Anyway, so car filled up and then driven out to St Faith's, to the crematorium. I must have been the first person here because there was no one here. Now, from where I'm standing, I've just seen 3 people, but they're quite a distance away. So anyway, I thought I'd try and do my first live broadcast. I'm going to try and do live broadcasts every day because there's lots of people who are self-isolating, sitting at home, bored out of their minds, and I still am going to get out of the house as much as I can. Well, like I said, my son and I are still working at the moment for as long as we possibly can, as long as we're allowed to. We're keeping our distance from people. Yeah. Anyway, back to today. Mother's Day, Sunday. The sun is out. It's a beautiful morning. I've got my camera in my bag. I've got an old Canon A1 film camera loaded with film. I'm going to take a few pictures. I already stopped on the side of the road. There were some trees that have had the tops all chopped off and the sun was just hitting them quite nicely, so I stopped and took a couple of shots there. I'm just kind of wandering back to the car, although I might take 1 or 2 pictures here in the crematorium. Morbidly, I quite like graveyards and churchyards and these kind of places. It's very peaceful, and especially today, extraordinarily so. Yeah, so I might just have a little wander around rather than going back to the car. Take 1 or 2 pictures. Going back to film photography, I've stocked up on chemicals. I've always got a big batch of chemicals, so if I really get confined to barracks, then I'll be able to still continue to process film. Incidentally, if anybody's shooting film and they can't get their film processed, I'd be happy to do it for you for a small fee. Being an entrepreneur looking for an angle to make a couple of quid, send me a message. Not many people shoot film now, but if you find yourself with a roll of film and you need it processing, I can do C41 colour and black and white. Like I said, I've got a good stock of chemicals, so yeah, all good. Actually, I might walk around the back of the building. You can see that in the background there. There's some fabulous stained glass windows, and the sun is hitting them on this side, so they might be amazingly colourful on the other side. Let's try this way. It's a shorter route, I think. So, as I said, I'm going to try and do regular live broadcasts for anyone that's stuck indoors and self-isolating and really can't get out. And give me a follow, and I'll keep you posted on our lives, or my life, during this pandemic. It's so quiet and peaceful. Hardly a sound. Oh, there's one other person over there, but he must be 100 yards away from me, so I think we're quite safe. Yeah, it's a great morning. The quality of light is amazing. If you look behind me, look, see the sunlight hitting the trees there. Beautiful lighting. I'm just going to wander around and see if I can get to the other side of the crematorium building. Because like I said, the sun's hitting the front of the building, and there's lots of stained glass windows in there, so if it's coming through the stained glass, that might make a good picture. Actually, there's a fantastic reflection here. I might take a shot. Let me just get my camera out of my bag. Not quite sure how I'm going to manage this and keep filming, but I'll put my phone down here for a sec. Okay, so Canon A1 film camera loaded with Fuji colour film at the moment. So let's see if we can take a shot of the pond here. There's a fantastic reflection. Lovely. Let's see what that looks like when that comes out. Just the one. I'm shooting film, so we don't need to take 10 shots. It's quite chilly this morning, hence the hat and the gloves. Okay, so let's have another wander down here. Like I said, I'm trying to work my way around to the back of the building to see whether we can get some shots at the back of the stained glass windows. Hopefully no one's weirded out by me wandering around the crematorium graveyard with a camera. For those that have just joined, it's Mother's Day. This is my first live broadcast since the outbreak of the COVID-19 virus. My mum sadly passed away about 4 years ago, so I popped down just to bring a couple of flowers. But I also thought it was a chance to get out with my camera and just take 1 or 2 pictures, as it's such a fabulous morning. So let's just wander up here. They seem to have fenced off an area. I can't quite understand why. There's a sign. Oh, apparently something's been damaged and they've taped it off, so if you can see that in the background there. So this is my first broadcast, hopefully of many. I'm going to try and broadcast every day. Oh yeah, here we go, look. So the sun's hitting these stained glass windows. Let's just walk over here and you can see can you see those in the background there? Don't know if you can because the sun, oh there we go, get past there. Yeah, no, you still can't see it, I'll get closer. Yeah, I'm not sure the camera can expose for that. But the sun's coming through those stained glass windows and they look great, so I'm just going to see if I can find the best position to get one or two in. Okay, these look quite good here, so yeah, if I duck down a little bit I can get the sun below the roof line. So I'm just going to put that camera down here for a second. Okay, so Canon A1, if you can see that, film camera loaded with Fuji 400 colour film, and let's take a shot. Okie dokie. That's it. Just the one. We're shooting film, not digital, so we don't need to take 10 shots to get one. I'm quite old, so I learned photography shooting film, and when you shoot film there's no second chances, so you make sure that everything's correct before you release the shutter. Okay, so I'm going to probably wander back to the car now, and then to have a little drive, a kind of wandering drive back home, see if I can see anything else worthy of taking a shot or two. One thing I do notice in this place, they really need bigger bins. Every time I come here, can you see that? The bin is absolutely overspilling. I don't quite understand why they can't put bigger bins in, because most people that come here bring flowers for their loved ones. The flowers come in wrapping, and you need a bin to put the rubbish in. It's always been the same. I come here a few times during the course of the year, sometimes just for a bit of reflection, sometimes on special occasions like Mum's birthday, Christmas and that kind of thing. Bring some flowers, think about life and the universe. I'm sure everyone's doing a lot of that at the moment. Anyway, so let's get back to the car and see what we can find on our travels. There's now 6 vehicles here in the car park, so people are obviously coming to pay respects to lost ones. Cool, thanks for watching guys, I'll get back to you again soon.